This week, y'all, let me just give you the punchline. Lots of classes. Seven classes this week. This is a gigantic week for classes.
They struggle, got purpose, and we grow. So whatever road we have to take next, all I need to know is that we'll roll with the punches.
All right, y'all, it's Sunday night, and we are about to go live. We're about to go live on Instagram. Every Sunday night, we got back-to-back shows. The first show is the selection show at 5 p.m. Central, and we just go over this week's classes. And this week's classes, I mean, gigantic. We got 7 classes this week, 7 classes. And so we're just going to go over each of them. The selection show is a good time, a good chance for you just to learn more about each class. And then you can make your selection right there in the class, all right? And then follows 6 p.m. Central. We do call your therapist, and we just, I answer your questions, hopefully go live with someone during the show. Again, that's on Instagram Live, and we answer like all the questions, y'all, all the questions you might have, and that's a good Sunday night. So we're going to get into it now. Let's see how it goes. All right, y'all, here we are. We're live on Instagram, and it's Sunday. It's the selection show. And it's called Selection Sunday for a reason, y'all. It's Selection Sunday for a reason because you and I are going to talk about the classes for this week. The classes, Midwest anxiety classes. And this week, y'all, let me just give you the punchline. Lots of classes. Seven classes this week. This is a gigantic week for classes. And over this next 30 minutes or so, we're just going to talk all about the classes. As you join live, I will answer any questions that you have. And then my hope is that you just, right here during the selection show, that's why it's called the selection show, because you select your classes. You select your Midwest anxiety classes. And then we'll be able to see you this week in the different classes. Y'all, just so you know, we do a lot of individual therapy. And our individual therapy clients, all of our individual therapy clients, get all the classes free forever. They get all the classes free forever. It's a way for us to just thank them and give back to them for trusting us in our therapy services. But also it's a way for our therapy clients to continue to sharpen, to continue to make sure that their cognitive behavioral skills are tip-top. All right, so our individual therapy clients, you don't have to be an individual therapy client, though. You do not have to be an individual therapy client to participate in our shows or participate in our classes, okay? All right, y'all, let's just get into it today. Let's get into the selection show, our first class. And this is a class that we're doing between now, every Monday through Friday at 9 a.m., 9 to 9:30 a.m. Between now and I believe it's May 25th, between now and May 25th. So for another 4 months, every single weekday from 9 to 9:30, we're doing moms. We talk with a lot of moms in individual therapy, and we know there's a lot of you moms out there that are trying. All right, y'all. It's Sunday night. It's Sunday night, 6 o'clock, and guess what time it is? Hello? That's right. It's time to call your therapist. It's time to call your therapist, y'all. Thank you for joining tonight. Thank you, all of you on Instagram Live. We're going to continue to let this chat build. And tonight on Call Your Therapist, I am just going to answer whatever questions you have. For the next hour, 30 minutes, hour, we're just going to talk about anxiety or depression or parenting or cognitive behavioral therapy. Whatever you want to talk about, we're going to talk about tonight. And you can put whatever questions you have, you can put them in the comments and I will answer those. Or I would love to have someone come on live and that we can talk back and forth, kind of like if I was talking with the client, that we can talk back and forth and I can hopefully start to help you be able to think and feel and act in a different way about something in your life, something that you got going on right now. Hopefully we could work that out live together, live on Instagram. So we're going to continue to build this chat, and as we go along, feel free to type any questions you have. And if you're watching this after, still feel free to put any questions you have in the comments, and I would love to answer them right there in the comments or on a future show. So tonight, I'm going to start out talking about something core basic to anxiety, right? Anxiety, for a lot of people tell me that, hey, Randy, I just feel like anxiety is controlling me. Anxiety is controlling me, and I don't have a good idea how to manage that anxiety. And so tonight, we're going to talk about one of those key basic, I think it's the foundation. Like if I could give you one skill to start off with, this would be the skill to externalize the anxiety. To externalize means to push the anxiety outside of you. So for clients, when we're talking about anxiety, they'll often refer to anxiety as my anxiety. And one of the first things that we do is we change the way our relationship, we change the way that the client relates to anxiety. And instead of the client saying my anxiety, no. We talk about the anxiety and we speak to the anxiety. So when we start to say the, that means that now you don't necessarily have to associate that that anxiety is a part of you, that you can associate, that you have a choice. And I know for some of us struggle with anxiety more than others. But you still have a choice. You have a choice of how much that you're going to let anxiety control you. And when we start to say the anxiety, we push the anxiety out. Now you can start making choices for yourself. The anxiety, and generally what we'll do is we'll give anxiety a name, especially for kids, young kids. They like drawing the anxiety. They love drawing the anxiety. They love giving anxiety a name like SpongeBob or Mr. Stinky Pants. Or we've had lots of great names over the years for anxiety, but anxiety is going to tell you different things. It's going to make your body feel different things, and you're going to be like, no. I see you, anxiety. I see you. And I know what you're trying to do here. You're trying to play tricks on my mind and my body. And I'm not going there, anxiety. I am not going there. And I'm actually going to do something that the opposite of what you want me to do, right? So see, now you start to battle anxiety. You start to talk back to anxiety, and you don't do the things that anxiety wants you to do. And when you get in that place where you can start to externalize the anxiety and you can start to push the anxiety away, and you can start to see that you can have success in not listening to the anxiety and not doing the things that the anxiety tells you to do, then you start actually feeling better. It's like this, wow, it's like this feeling like, oh my gosh, like I feel powerful, I feel big, I feel bigger than anxiety. That's what we want you to feel. We want you to feel bigger than anxiety. We want you to get big. We want you to get strong, emotionally strong, all right? So as we go along and we talk about anxiety, that's one of the first things that we talk with clients about. One of the first things is we build the client up, and we talk with them about all the awesome and positive things are and all the things that they enjoy about themselves. And then after we get a good sense of confidence, self-confidence, and a good internal control, then we say, all right, now we're going to start working on anxiety. Now we're going to start working on anxiety and going to battle. Boxing. We're going to box, right?
On track, now we gon' way up. W's as easy as a layup.